What up, people? We're live. We back. Latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1062. I have it pulled up right here. Just got it pulled up. OnePieceChapters.com as always. Chapter released about 30 minutes ago, to be exact, right now. So I'm gonna give it like 1 minute. I'm gonna see if anyone see if some people get in here. And then we'll get started. So the chapter is called Adventure in the Land of Science. I wonder if it's going to be a super hype chapter. But I'm pretty excited, so I'm probably not going to delay too long. I'm going to just really kind of get into it. Make sure my alerts turned off so I don't get interrupted. Make sure I'm coming through good. Looks like I'm coming through good. All right, guys, let's go. All right. One Piece, chapter 1062, Adventure in the Land of Science. We have the cover page here. We got Dune or Don. I don't know exactly how I would say that. Dun. Maybe it's kind of like that, the dramatic. All right. Germa 66, Cold Blooded Voyage, Volume 20. Meanwhile, in Chocolate Town of Cacao Island. Is that Caesar's like the thing he used on Zoe? No, not Zoe. The thing he used on Punk Hazard. What up, Kaylee? Is that Caesar's thing he turned the was it G5 at that time or something like that, soldiers into those stone. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what it looks like. Dang. So Caesar unleashing poisonous gas and messing stuff up. I'm interested to see where what happens if Big Mom is alive and she comes back. Like, I know she's not a Yonko anymore, but Oda just kind of embarrassing her crew now. It's pretty bad, to be honest. Even though I don't agree with the it's embarrassing cat and all that like that, but they're destroying whole towns. All right, let's get into the chapter though. Vegapunk, the Vegapunk, what a fracas. A bewildering development. So we just basically start off where we left off. Got the robot holding the Sunny, like a little rubber ducky. Vegapunk, you're like my role model. I killed 2 years. Wait, I killed 2 years. Oh, I killed 2 years. How did I say it go? I killed 2 years in your hometown, Baltimore. After going through your lab, there was still a load of stuff I didn't get a chance to look into. It's the giant mech of my dreams. Just how many times bigger than General Frankie is that? I can't wait to show Luffy and Chopper. What a stunning lady. So we got Usopp, who of course is interested in the mech because he's with Chopper and Luffy as like the childish, the little boy trio, who's super excited about mechs and just like really cool stuff like that. And then we got Sanji, who is of course excited about the pretty woman. We see the Punko 2 on her chest. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Okay. Just a moment. This is the first I've heard of Vegapunk being a woman, and she looks far too young. Vegapunk has been active for many years. Like everyone says, Robin thinking the same thing. Naturally, who said this was the main Stella body, huh? You're looking at Punko 2, Vegapunk, Lilith. In any case, we always run through our research funds in a jiffy. So Vegapunk's more than one person. So that's what the SSG is, a bunch of Vegapunks. That's what it's looking like to me. SSG, and is that like Stella? So we'll allow you to skedaddle if you just relinquish your valuables. Oh, was she a pirate? What? These waters are chilly enough without you being cold too. You just fished us out. What kind of rescue do you call this? Nami with the pun. It's not even that funny of a pun, bro. Oh, these waters are chilly enough without you being cold too. That's crazy. I'm curious to see what the official translation says about that. That's a pretty funny line. Are you deaf? This is not a rescue. Trespassing on these waters is hot or nigh impossible. Resist and they will sink you without question. Who is that there? Guess the things in the water. Oh, snap. Does it say jump? Punk. Bunch of sea animals that aren't necessarily sea animals. Take a gander at the weaponized sea beast. I guess they are all sea beasts in the One Piece world. Parry, parry, parry. Lilith, what are you doing? Why do you always insist on looting? Have some pride as a scientist. Shaka. Huh? Shaka. Put a sock in it. Can your infernal pride keep the lights on? So Lilith is a pirate type of Vegapunk. And this is interesting. This is wacky so far. Very, very wacky. They're the Straw Hat Pirates, a newly dubbed Emperor crew. Wait, a newly dubbed Emperor crew are not going to meekly surrender. A newly dubbed Emperor crew are not gonna. I feel like that should be worded different. That's worded really, really weird. Precisely. They must have a heap of treasure stashed away. Even so, you've made a foolish blunder. Weaponized sea beast? That's rad. Yeah, but my fear is overwhelming my awe. Usopp's so much more likable nowadays than Usopp used to be. I used to not really like Usopp. I used to really find Usopp annoying, but Usopp's so relatable. It's so funny nowadays. Respect Usopp. I got a lot of respect for Usopp nowadays. Yeah, Blunder. I have them surrounded. Don't underestimate them. Look at the swordsman. Who are you talking to? That's Pirate Hunter Zoro. His bounty is 1.111 billion. See how calm he is? He knows you're in range for him to eat you in an instant. Oh. Zoro look badass as fuck, bro. Zoro look badass as fuck right here. The same goes for Devil Child Nico Robin back there. Oh, they giving Robin some shine too. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm living for. I love how Oda gave Robin some hype too. But what can they do against all these sea beasts? The strong can appraise their prey and prioritize the most essential targets first. You should have been more cautious. So it's the real Vegapunk talking, I guess. Or I don't even know what the real Vegapunk would even be defined as. Those imbeciles around them lulled me into a false sense of security. Confound it, I was careless. Sanji's included in those idiots. Hey Vegapunk, there's something I want from you, so you'd better play nice, got it? Interesting. What do you want, Zoro? Any ideas what Zoro wants? Anyone in the chat? Any viewers in the chat? What do y'all think? What does Zoro want? And if you know, because of spoilers in the actual chapter, don't say that, of course. Shh. No matter, bring them here. This is the real Punk 01, Dr. Vegapunk. Logic? Shaka? What does that even mean? I have an interest in that crew. As of this chapter, the old man voice is only really evident with Lilith. Interesting. So you've been here before. Yeah, when I was a kid. It was still a pretty run-of-the-mill lab at the time, though. So how come you came back? Interesting. So does that confirm that Bonnie is not an actual kid in current time? Like people were theorizing because she came out the seawater with or as a kid. They're thinking that was her like natural form. Hum. Okay, let's keep reading. I'm here for answers. I'll have that bastard's life if I don't like what I hear, huh? Vegapunk's the one who turned my bang 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 bang. Yes, sir. We got that one correct. So people were maybe halfway right. How old is Bonnie? We were saying that was the main thing I was thinking, to be honest. I was thinking that she was gonna be Kuma's daughter. That would make the most sense to me. Why she cried, unless she was gonna be his husband or something. But Oda doesn't really do that too much, so him being her dad makes the most sense. Whoa, that's awesome. It's not. Oh, and she's not telling him who her dad is. It's not completely. He's completely lost his sense of self. He's nothing but a living weapon now. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. That's awful. Yeah, it's unforgivable. Sorry, Bogey. It's Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie. Bogey. That's funny as hell. Bro, let them know it's Kuma. He protected the Straw Hat ship all that time. He gave Zoro one of the coolest moments in One Piece. We made it to the surface. Let's track down some grub. Whoa. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I ran into Sabo at Mary's. Oh, why would you think to mention that? Huh? Huh? Whatever, I can still spill the beans later. I don't like that Oda putting that in there. You can still spill the beans later? You think? That means them beans never gonna get spilled. Or them beans gonna get spilled like way later. They're not gonna be anytime soon. What is all this stuff? Is that a giant robot? There's all sorts of things up here. We were on it. We were on it. Go back, watch the predictions video for chapter 1062. I talk about that. That was one of the main predictions. I thought that this group of the Straw Hats and Bonnie were gonna make their way into the main city. I didn't know if it was gonna be a city, but the main area of the island, which I thought was gonna look like a very like kind of futuristic, kind of like Jetsons type of place, which this is very much looking like. And Vegapunk is very much looking like a somewhat of a narcissist in a way. He puts Vegapunk, I mean, rightfully so. You should put Vegapunk on all your stuff. You should brand all of your stuff because otherwise people might try to steal your ideas or steal your content, blah blah blah. But there's literally Vegapunk on everything. There's Vega or Punk or he has SSG written in the top. There's SSG written in the sky. SSG is him. What is all this stuff? Is that a giant robot and a space monster? There's all sorts of things up there. Rocket? Wow. Yeah, Luffy's been eating. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was Luffy rocketing up. Whoosh. What the heck? You okay, Luffy? I thought I got swallowed, but whoa, it's a giant parfait. There's cookies and fruit too. Look at all of that cream. Look at all that cream. That's what she said. Look at all that cream. Thanks for the meal. Hold it, you guys. Why would they leave food lying around? Jinbei, for real. Why would y'all just eat some random food laying around in a place you've never been? This has to be a trap. Sense of reason, but we got the idiot food, especially sweet centric trio here. And it's so cute. Bonnie, so cute. Bonnie, please, I hope your crew is dead. I pray your whole dang crew is dead, murdered. Okay, let me not be cruel. I hope your whole crew retired. I hope they went home to their families, bro. I hope they went home to take care of their kids. I hope they made a Thor's decision. If y'all have watched Vinland Saga, then y'all know that reference. I hope they made a Thor's decision and left the battlefield to go home to their children and wife and learn what it means to be a true warrior. So Bonnie can learn what it means to be a true Straw Hat. Shout out Thor's. Shout out Vinland Saga. Please, Bonnie Pirates, please go home to your wives. Please go home to your children. Please go wherever y'all are from, South Blue, West Blue, North Blue, Streamline, Grand Line, Red Line. It don't matter. Please go home to y'all children, y'all wife. And please, please, please allow this magnificent Bonnie to join the Straw Hat crew. I'm sold on it already. I wasn't sold on that Yamato train that people were on. Yamato was cool. Yamato was good looking. She was cool. I think she could have got more focused to make me like her more, I guess. Better development. But I'm on that Bonnie train, and I think I will relate if Bonnie is not going to join the crew, which she probably isn't. Just being real. But I'm gonna be on that sad crew, that carrot in the barrel, but she never popped out the barrel crew, or that Yamato, I'm staying to travel Wano crew. Like, okay. Moving on. Bonnie for crew members, super cute, look good. Looks like she's bonding and melding with the Straw Hats perfectly. Even better than Law. But Law's dynamic of not, like, he was anti-Straw Hat and then kind of coming over to the Straw Hat side. That was a great thing of its own. So Bonnie's like instant melding with this group. I imagine her with like Usopp and Sanji, and even with Nami and Robin and stuff. She's just, I feel like, would fit in with a lot of people. She's already had her encounters with Zoro. Chicks love Zoro. Tashigi. Yori. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back to it. Screech. Oh, snap, they face planted. Chopper looked pissed, bro. He don't play about his treats. What the? We went right through. How can we see it but not touch it? Chomp, chomp. It's so cruel to make us hungry like that. Chopper W. Oh, crap. Did we die earlier and not note? Bro, who said that? Is that Luffy? There's no way we're ghosts. I've never seen one before, but this parfait must be a hologram. What the hell is that? This ticks me off. What Luffy doing? It looked like he catching. Oh, he doing like a little gear. Look like a little half gear 5, half gear 4. Snake Man, some type of. See, he even got the little like sash on his the little smoke sash thing. That's pretty cool. It's a 3D image made of light. You see them in the comics and science fiction stuff. Oh, they do have comics in the One Piece world. I forgot about that. I was about to say, what you mean comics? But I forgot Law had comics in the North Blue. It's just an image. Oh, the space monster. That's why I went right through it. And the giant robot must be one too. One can make something like that. He just has so this whole city is a bunch of holograms. Not this whole, no way. Not this whole city. It can't be a bunch of holograms. Hey, what's this? All these buttons have pictures of food on them. Give up already. Everything on the island's a sham. That reminds me, weren't the seas around the island freezing? You're right. Y'all don't look cold at all. You'd expect this place to have a similar climate, but Actually, it's a winter island, but the environment is set to a tropical mode in here. Who the heck, bro? What the heck, bro? That's creepy. That's creepy as hell. What is that? With my island aircom invention, you can specify and regulate. Oh, it's a punk. It's punk something. Double O or punk O something. The temperature of an area right down to the soil. This one's as big as Kaido. You're a hollow. Wait, you're a hollow? Holo? You're a hollow thing too, right? Crying. Take the dang. Popped Luffy. Oh, he popped Luffy. He caught that mink. Boop, 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 boop. Shoo. Squish drop. Psh, clunk. Vega Cola. What? Huh. A hamburger meal and a drink came out. Who made it? You can touch it? So good. Press the next one. Steak, omu rice, tonkatsu, cotton candy cake, ramen fried chick. Wait, oh. Bro, I was about to say, what is ramen fried chicken? But ramen, fried chicken, hot dogs. Well, at least you appreciate my work. That's an unmanned cooking device. It can turn raw ingredients into one of 500 unique dishes in under a minute. Pizza, pasta. The make do with what you've got mode is the best, but I can't be too happy since the lack of competent engineers means that this bucket of bolts can't be mass produced. Is following the blueprint that damn hard. Yeah, I guess when you're a super genius like you. It really pisses me off. Yeah. Vegapunk seems like he is kind of like not a I don't want to say abusive, but he be beating his projects up. He don't show his projects no respect. Like he beat the shark up. He just destroy them if you don't find any total control and use side of them. And it could tame the weather if we just had a bit more money. There are endless ideas, but not enough resources. She punched a hologram. So I remember this because I did some research on Vegapunk for a video that I'm done with the video. I just need to record it. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore though, because I've mentioned that on a couple of videos. But Vegapunk, it was mentioned in his hometown basically that he would even like do really nice things, and he invented a lot of nice cool things for the people of that island when he was a kid, and he could have done more and always wanted to do more, but he never had the resources to do more. And he's still saying that even as an adult, even with all the resources of the world government, he's still saying that there's not enough resources to put his vision out there, either because they can't mass produce his vision like he can, like other people can't really help him because he's just that much more advanced. They really just don't understand him. Waffles, fried shrimp. Of course, my photonic gloves make it possible physically interact with light. There's so many different people and versions popping up. Fuck. Hi, perception, shapes, your sense of reality, but touching a projected object turns that on its head, doesn't it? Who are these people? Are these both new people? So that girl isn't real? Debates on what makes something real are as old as time. True. Yo, just read the chapter. Bro. Based on what makes something real as old as time is something that you'll have to decide for yourself, but I consider the matter settled. So just what are you? Me, just a resident scientist Genius for Hire, Dr. Vegapunk. We got this last time. This is Punk '06. What the hell? That's a total lie. You're Vegapunk. I've heard that name. Kobe told me about you. Cosmic, you just read the chapter. How was it in your opinion? I'm almost done, I think. New World. So, what now? Okay, so this is a world government shit. We transferring. Okay, wait. Let me step back real quick. Let me step back. I got thrown off. What? You're okay. So they both know. So Vegapunk has introduced himself to the other crew, the other half of the crew, or other most of the crew, and then this little part of the crew. Um, and Vegapunk and Bonnie's basically saying, "No, this is not Vegapunk. This looks nothing like Vegapunk." So Vegapunk, I'm guessing, is an old man like everybody else has said, and he's built himself into all of these Punk '06s, and all of these are a part of either his SSG. They're actually the SSG are they're like the basis of the SSG. Vegapunk is chatty as fuck. LOL, not surprising though. Chatty, bro. I'm like, what's going on? He just keep popping up from everywhere and just literally just talking about random stuff. It's kind of confusing me. Okay, New World. So what now? Just keep listening, Lucy. Vegapunk is technically still a single into. Okay, we're about to get what's going on. But his genius is second only to his busyness. When there's not enough time, you say that you say they say you're as busy as a beaver, right? Well, imagine if they were more than one beaver. That was his grand idea to split. Okay, so he split up into 6 people. We got Stussy, Lucci, and Kaku. So Atlas, it says Punk 5 on here, but I thought I saw her as Punk 6. Yeah, they is that a mess up? Is that on TCB's part, or is that on like the actual I'm gonna have to see if that's in the official, because in this little map thing, if y'all want to go look, it says when they see the Dr. Vegapunk splits, there's Punk '05 with it, which is Wrath, and they show Wrath is Atlas. Okay, they might explain this. Atlas is '05 here in the Raw, but her dress says '06. We'll update once the Viz clarifies. Okay, so they're confused too. So this is not a thing on TCB. This is a thing like actually on the chapter that Oda did. They kind of messed up. So, okay. They'll probably fix it in the Viz, and if not, it'll be fixed for volume release. But it'll probably be fixed in the Viz. And I'm the weird one for thinking that sounds impossible. Geniuses are such pain. So there's logic, evil, flair, wisdom, wrath, desire, or Shaka, Lilith, Edison, Pythagoras, Atlas, Yoki, or Yoke. That's really interesting. So is it controlled by one Vegapunk, or are they all just Vegapunk now and he split his conscience? In short, there's a Kuma. It's an SSG Kuma. It's a Seraphim Kuma. In short, our assignment is to return this problem child back to Egghead. Then, while taking care not to damage any of the lab's precious assets, we're to eliminate every last. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we're meant to kill the single most useful man in the world. I wonder if this has something to do with the recent Lelucia incident. Someone with instincts like yours should know better than to question these things. Agreed. Don't get us in hot water, Lucci. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pythagoras. Oh my god. So we got Logic. Okay. Shaka, Lilith, Edison, Pythagoras, Atlas, and Yoke. Or Yoke, or I don't know how they. There's no Atlas above it, or the little. What would that even be called? Because it's not like a. I think it is like something like that, like an Atlas. I don't know. Um, Lucci, Kaku, and Stussy are back to be high diff fights for the weakling trio. Bro, don't they low key look kind of cold. They look kind of cold in this these panels though. No way Rob Lucci matching up with Luffy anymore though. If that's the case, then Oda's gonna have to jump some ridiculously huge hoops to give me reasoning why Rob Gucci is matching up with Sun God Luffy anymore. Um, that picture of Kaku is cold. I can't even cap. That last panel is cold. He reminded me, I don't know if it's the eyelashes and the nose, definitely giving me Usopp vibes. Seeing a Usopp Kaku matchup would be kind of dope. Seeing the Zoro rematch would be pretty dope though. But I could see like a Usopp Kaku, Stussy Nami, and I don't know who would be rocking with Lucci. I'm glad to have these people back though. What makes Kuma, Seraphim Kuma, a problem child though? I wonder. Chopper versus Lucci, Beast versus Beast. Hey, Cosmic, bro. Don't disrespect Lucci like that, bro. Don't disrespect Lucci. He had to step up from that, bro. He can't be like that. He can't be Chopper level. And that's no disrespect to Chopper. There's no way. There's no way. At least give this man a Jinbei fight or something. I mean, who even got a Jinbei fight? And he's below Lucci. He even said that himself. There's no way. If a racist gets a Jinbei fight, then this guy should at least get maybe a Sanji Zoro fight. That's wild though. That's huge. I was not expecting that. This is just like Oda to come out of left field with something like that. I think the Seraphim are really interesting though. I'll get back to that in just 1 minute. I think it's really interesting by Oda to come out of left field like that because I did not see many people talking about they're talking about maybe Vegapunk was a traitor in some way, like working for the revolutionaries, but no one I saw, and I'm not on like Reddit threads and all of that, but nothing I saw was saying like, oh, they're gonna kill Vegapunk. Basically, they're about to put a hit out on Vegapunk. Out of all of those posters and stuff Ian put out, they're putting a hit out on Vegapunk. But I was wondering that last week in the prediction and last week in chapter 1061. I was like, if you have a guy this smart and is that close to the discovery of basically, I mean, he's discovered life itself. He knows what lineage factor is. He knows what devil fruit are. I'm sure he knows where they basically come from. And if you know all of those things, I'm sure you're not that far off of knowing what the Void Century was, what happened there, and how everything happened. If you're 500 years in the future, that means you're 500 years in the past, essentially. So, yeah, it makes sense that they go for his head because I was definitely wondering this. Why would you keep a man like that alive? I know when they captured and arrested him, it was beneficial to them to put them under his thumb or put him under their thumb and basically use his weapons to improve your government, to create pacifistas, to create seraphim that you can use. But it doesn't seem like they can control the excuse me. Doesn't seem like they can control the seraphim because they mentioned that the Mihawk one, like Kobe was saying, like he's gonna crush him, like control, like calm down, and they're calling this Kuma one a problem child. So, and I think it's interesting that they're talking about this when they've been mentioning recently that Zoe and devil fruits might have a will of their own. And then they've also been kind of mentioning that the seraphim, like Vegapunk mentioned last, I think it was last chapter, when he was talking about like natural instincts, they're hard to override, if not maybe impossible to override, no matter what you do. So I think that's really cool, and I think that really kind of keeps playing into my theory. I don't know if y'all have seen it. I talked about it in my prediction, and that's when I really kind of like go into it and kind of think about it. That maybe Luffy's devil fruit is the basis of Smile fruits because basically it is the smile fruit. It's the true smile fruit. When Luffy's in it, he laughs uncontrollably, which would make sense for that to be a side effect of basically artificially made versions of that. They're not as good. They're not perfected like maybe a Vegapunk's fruit was for Momonosuke to Kaido kind of thing. When Kuma was programmed to protect the Sunny, it might have been by the one who told Lilith to bring the crew to him. Do you think Vegapunk was already split up at the time skip? Into multiple personalities? Because they don't really mention when this happens. You do? I'm interested to see whether Vegapunk was actually split up as far if there's just one controlling a bunch of robots, or if this is literally like, okay, so let's break this down. So I want to know if it's basically like Pain from Naruto, or no, basically everybody's seen Naruto. I want to know if it's Pain like Naruto, where these are kind of like, I guess, like actual real bodies he's cloned and made, like they seem like almost synthetic real robots, like actual clones like the Vinsmokes have, and whether they're being controlled by a singular Nagato, or whether it's something like he's literally created six other versions of himself and split his conscience, kind of like splitting his personality into different versions or into whatever form fits best, which would be honestly insane. Even if not all six versions, maybe he just had two or three versions back then. Yeah, that would kind of okay. Yeah, he has business with them. Why is it an army of women though? If he even Robin notes in this chapter that she's never heard of Vegapunk as a woman, especially a young woman. And in all the versions we've seen of the Punk 1 through 6, they're all female so far. I don't know about the main one. We can't really see that Punk. That's the first one though. That's Logic, Shaka. He has on the what's that mask? It's a game character or something. But it looks like that. Is it from My Hero? I think it's a character from it's not All for One, I don't think. Maybe it is All for One. But he has a similar mask to somebody I'm thinking about. I don't know who it is. That was shocking though. This ending was shocking. Shout out to Zoro for stepping up and being a true vice captain, ready to fight. I love that the way they phrased that. Where was it? The strong can appraise their prey and prioritize the most essential targets first. You should have been more cautious. No, not that one. Not that one. Oh, see how calm he is? He knows you're in range for him to end you in an instant. That's such an epic line. In an instant. I love how the Straw Hats are just on a different level now. Okay. Now, Cosmic. Back to the Seraphim. I think he's just going wild with the character designs. Male, female, adult, kid. Yeah, this chapter, ever since this just arc, I feel like, even though it's only like a couple chapters old, he's just going in with the freaking characters. We're just getting introduced with so many male, female, all kind of new characters right now. It's really kind of crazy. I'm disappointed to see a lot of that stuff in the city is holographic. I mean, that's futuristic and cool to show that they got holograms and stuff. But I'm interested. Why? Hmm, hmm. I don't get the purpose of splitting up the crew. Besides, I mean, I guess finding some, I guess, time to give Jinbei and Bonnie more panel time without snuffing them out with the other straws. But you're essentially still sharing panel time because they're still in the same chapter together. Yeah, exactly. It's like making holograms are cheaper, which I know damn well it was not cheaper to make them holograms. It's just build them. But I really like the group of Bonnie, Chopper, Luffy, Jinbei. That's a really cool group. They're all getting introduced into a Vegapunk. So back to the Seraphim though, and the whole them kind of being problem children. And basically, I think that might be leading back to just because they are infused, not infused, I guess they're DNA spliced with the warlords, obviously. And that's similar to how Zoan fruits and stuff have a will of their own, maybe because they're based off of living people, living things, living animals. That's why they have a will of their own. Maybe that's the same with these clones that have been spliced because they were spliced with the genetic makeup of some of the strongest, most willful people in the world. Maybe they are having a hard time basically controlling them in a way. That's basically what I would assume to be the reason they can't control these pacifista. Not even pacifista. They're seraphim now. I guess they're a version of the pacifista. But I have no doubt that the SSG is simply Vegapunk now. And is the SSG the reasoning behind them wanting to eliminate Vegapunk? So that makes me think, Cosmic, is was Vegapunk really already split 2 years ago? Or is this split basically the SSG? Like these six different Vegapunk, they're actually the SSG themselves. And them being able to create a bunch of weapons or even maybe be weapons themselves, that's basically what makes the government or makes um Isho so determined that they can protect the world. And SSG was written in the paneling, yeah. So it definitely is. I think it's just Vegapunk. I think it's these six different Vegapunks. What were they called? Stellas? Maybe that's what one of the S's in the SSG means. Stella's secret something. I don't know. But it's just leaning heavily to that for me right now. That Vegapunk himself is the SSG. But that's interesting why they would want to, especially after just abolishing the warlords. Now they're going and destroying the SSG. It makes you wonder why abolish the warlords, or maybe the Eam and the Gorosei never really wanted to abolish the warlords. It's just how it played out because they made a good case to the kings, and the kings' nations are the ones that have been affected. So they kind of had to keep up the shroud that there's no one real king of the world. Hmm. Exactly. I think that too. I always think back to that when I try to just say like maybe it's the Seraphim that's the SSG. I don't think so because I feel like that would have been more blatant, and I don't think Oda would have revealed it. Even though it was in a hype way, it's still I feel like too casual and too small of a thing to be something that Isho Fujitora was so confident in would make the warlords obsolete. Something that the world government and the 20 kings were so confident in getting rid of when these are one of the three great powers that hold the world up. You're so confident that the SSG can replace these powers. And I mean, if the Seraphim really are clones and they really are aging kind of quickly, in the kid war or the kid seraphims that we saw on Amazon Lily, they're gonna grow up and become basically they're gonna look exactly like the people we have just with the wings and everything. It's gonna be a young Mihawk, a young Boa, but they're not gonna be kids. They're gonna be like prime, I guess. Even though Boa's already kind of prime. Um. So yeah, if he is the SSG, then it has to be just the ability to make weapons. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's just basically him being split into six people now. Maybe he just simply has the ability to just because I mean, just that shark by itself could obliterate. Like if they wouldn't have saved them, if he wouldn't have saved them, that shark probably would have killed. The stray would have ate the Sunny. It was looking like it was literally about to eat the Sunny. Um, they were capsized and everything. They looked dead in the water. So yeah, I think Vegapunk and just his ability to make different weapons. I mean, if he can do all of this, who's to say he can't remake an ancient weapon? If he would have got Pluton's blueprints, I mean, why would he not be able to make an ancient weapon? If they could make it 900 years ago, why couldn't they make it now? With a guy who's 500 years in the future. So it just makes too much sense to me. That's why they want to kill him maybe too, because he's getting too close to that. I mean, he's basically God. Yeah. The only reason I could think that they want to kill him is just he's getting too dangerous as a thing of his own. I guess when you have the if SSG really is just Vegapunk, I guess when you have the ability to be one of the world three great powers of the world all on your own, that's a threat to the world government. When you can basically replicate the warlords, seven of the most notorious pirates in the world, like top pirates. You can replicate them. You can replicate Kaido's fruit. You probably know things about the Void Century. Who says you can't rebuild an ancient weapon if you actually got your hands on an ancient weapon or some blueprints or just had that knowledge? So I could see them wanting to eliminate somebody like that. Oh, that's good thinking. That's really good thinking. That's really good thinking because they did make that discovery on Wano. I think that was reported back by the CP0 agents that there was another dragon, a pink dragon. So of course they're gonna be like, oh, there was that dragon. There's no way that there could be two dragon devil fruits existing in the world, like two exact devil fruits. So Vegapunk made one. This is the one. What was a failure about it? We don't see it. Huh. Why do you think he lied? Besides maybe trying to get them off of his. The only reason I could think that he lied is that he is a true, not hero, but a true ally to world kind, I guess, on more of the side of the revolutionaries and what's best, even though he's been making weapons for the world government. But I mean, in this world, the world government on the outside is not necessarily truly bad. In a lot of places, the Marines are actually very nice individuals. There's only some places, just like everywhere in the real world, there's places or organizations. There's like bad apples in them, and there's just some bad apples in the Marines. And the world government as a whole is bad. They have some kind of, but that's what you get when you get like rich people with a lot of power, kings. They abuse it. People can't help but abuse power. That's just the law of it. Originally, I thought he was such a perfectionist that he considered the fruit a failure because it was a pink dragon instead of a blue one. Yeah, I've heard that one. I've heard that said a lot, and I really like that idea. I thought that would have made a lot of sense. Um, which it still could be the reason, and he just didn't like the blue dragon compared to the pink dragon. But I think there's a little bit more there to that now, based off how it's going. It seems like there's gonna be a little bit more there to that now. But I had heard that theory, and I really like that theory too, Cosmic. It seems like it'd be something that someone so smart, so far ahead of everyone, like a perfectionist, would kind of think of. It seems like he's still following that perfectionist mold too, because every little invention, there's something he finds that's wrong with it, something little he finds that's wrong with it that's not up to his snuff, and he destroys it. As we can see, he's punched two of his creations now and destroyed them. And I'm gonna just say he, even though both Vegapunks we've seen have been women, which I still want to know why, because that's very, very intriguing to me. Why, if he's supposed to be an old man, he created like, I hope it's not all six of them are little girls. That'd be a little interesting, little sussy Vegapunk. We watching you. Hmm. What else we got in the chapter, guys? Man, I could go on for hours speculating about Vegapunk. This chapter was so good. Yeah, this chapter was really good. I was the beginning was so wacky and there's so much going on that it was kind of confusing. And but as we transitioned, it just got better and better. There is a bunch of funny parts in this chapter. This chapter is giving me Punk Hazard vibes, but it's also giving me kind of like, I don't think there's anything in the pre times or in the post time skip that really otherwise than like the beginning of Punk Hazard that gives me these vibes. This is definitely like a pre time skip vibe of a chapter to me. Beautiful Robin, beautiful. Punk O2, Lilith. So we've been introduced to Lilith, Shaka, and Atlas. So we got, what are the other ones' names? Wait, is Atlas Wrath? That's why Atlas got mad and punched and broke the robot, and she looks like she's ready. And she punched Luffy. That makes sense. She's Wrath. Pythagoras is with Sim. We haven't seen Pythagoras. Lilith is evil. Is that because she tries to? Is that her trope? The robbing and all of that kind of thing. It's because she's evil. Desire is gonna probably be Yoke or Yoke is probably gonna be super hot. Um, Sanji's probably gonna find some joy with that one. Edison. I'm ready to meet all these Vegapunks. They all got different personalities and stuff. It should be fun. This is gonna be a fun little arc. Are we about to get Lucci, Kaku, and Stussy coming to the island to have a little quick showdown with the Straw Hats? And maybe the Vegapunks too? There has to be another faction. It can't just be those three coming. Because we got the whole Straw Hat crew and they're going to fight. Even though they don't know the Straw Hats are there, they're going to fight the six Vegapunks. Why even return the Kuma if you're going to destroy the Vegapunks? What's the point of returning? You're not returning. You're like, hey, return. All right, dead. I was thinking the other day about how there's literally a time travel fruit. Whatever the origin of those fruits are is something beyond time and space. Yeah. It can't just be something like a tree. Like I I don't know how Oda's gonna like explain devil fruits in a way that honestly satisfies not only me but also a lot of people who watch and read One Piece like to that level. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard. You it's just because there's so many different devil fruits and they do so many different things. Things like you go from mundane things like string to literally people having the power of Buddha or people having the powers of a deity named Sun God Nika. And you have smoke powers, you have animal like cheetah power. Like where how can you group all of these and say they all came from the same spot? Even if you could say they were normal fruits and you kind of took the powers of living things, kind of like what Vegapunk was doing and Caesar was trying to do, and you put their essence in a fruit, and that's basically what devil fruits were. They're perfected versions of that. You mix basically like a devil, whatever that means, with a spirit and fruit. And you end up getting whatever this is. But that would for thing they wouldn't make that stuff wouldn't make sense because you have people like Luffy who have like literally god powers. So I mean these things have to exist in the One Piece world, but do they actually have to exist? Or are they like their name mythical, like mythical Zoans? Um like were there actually people was there actually a sun god Nika that could do all of the things that Luffy can do naturally and they took his spirit and it got put into a fruit? Because that's like the Shandian or like the trees that were in Shandora that they believed housed like the spirits of their ancestors. That would kind of feed into that like people die and they're returned back to the earth and the trees basically suck up your spirit into the tree and you become kind of one with the tree and rebirth as a fruit kind of thing. If you know kind of like things about I guess traditional like African or like Native American kind of beliefs, then that can kind of go with something like that. I think desire is the kid one, and it's more about desire in a childish sense, like a food. Which kid one? Maybe I missed it. Did they show another one? Hmm. Yeah, what girl? That one they called. You're talking about the giant kid with Punk '06. That one they called Atlas. It was supposed to be Punk '05 apparently, but either the Raws got it wrong. So either they'll fix it in the official or the volume. Um, it has Punk '06 on her shorts, but are you saying they wrote the name wrong? Maybe that is supposed to be Punk '06 and that's really supposed to be Desire or Yoke, but they put the wrong name. One of them. But she looks like a rat because she hit Luffy and she looks angry. Um, she beat the dragon up with her photon light gloves or whatever. So that would make sense if she was Wrath. That's cool. Lucci coming back into the story. Aw. We'll wait and see. Wrath makes sense too. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see Sunday. Anything else in this chapter you want to talk about? Anybody else? Anything y'all want to talk about? Check, see what's going down. I think I hit most of the important notes. Did I miss anything else? If Vegapunk kiss his hand. Yeah, with the way he messing with them sea bass. I mean, I feel like he should be able to get his hand on a Sea King though. Or Zanisha, yep. Vegapunk's interesting. It's interesting. I'm excited that we're finally getting to kind of explore the character a little bit. Cause there's a lot of I was not expecting 6 different individual people. He definitely. We were talking about last week how like it was probably a clone, um, and he had maybe put his mind or he was just speaking through her, but she's actually a person in of herself who has control in of herself. Um, that's dummy to be honest. That's crazy. There might literally be no one else on the island but him and his clones. That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I think I've been saying this. I think Smoker's gonna show up. I don't know if he's on the island. It would make a lot of sense that he's on Egghead, that he stayed on Egghead since we didn't see him on G14. Either Smoker's gonna make an appearance in this arc. Either he's gonna be on Egghead or he's gonna be actually on the G14 base, and we just didn't get to see him. But next time we go there, we'll get to see him, and he's gonna be one of the main people that goes and helps Kobe out. But we might get a little God Valley ish type of thing to where people have been saying forever, like trying to parallel Luffy and either Smoker or Kobe with Garp and Roger. Um, so maybe we get like a kind of double meaning of that, and we get both Luffy and Smoker going to rescue Kobe, and then we also get Kobe thrown in there, and that ends up, I guess, taking us into one of, I guess, maybe our battle or one of our battles with Blackbeard. Do you think Vegapunk gave Smoker upgrades? Hell yeah. Yep. 100%. Because there's no way Smoker leveled up in like a couple months to the degree I feel like we need him to be, for where he needs to be in the story. He needs to be Admiral level. There's no amount of training. Let's see. Oh shit, is Smoker gonna lose to Lucci? Bro. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Oh my, don't say that. They can't give Smoker another L. He can't do that. I won't accept it. Keep that evil out my house. Won't accept it. They can't do Smoker like that again, bro. Not again. Nah, we can't settle for that. But I do think he has upgrades. In order for Lucci, there has to be more than Lucci. Smoker versus Lucci would be a lot better of a fight. I would like that actually because Luffy's too strong for Lucci now unless Lucci just went through some crazy training. That would be the cool one. Kind of like how Smoker fought Virgo. But I feel like Oda's in a lose-lose situation right there. We've been waiting forever for the return of Lucci. Forever. Since Enies Lobby. And he's been hinting at him returning. And showing him here and there. And then we finally get him and he loses to Smoker. That would kind of suck. But I wouldn't want Lucci to come in there and smack Smoker or especially an upgraded Smoker. So it's dangerous for that battle. I wouldn't feel good about either one of them losing. I don't think that would be good for either one of their reps. Unless it's done in a cool way. In a good way. But yeah. Let's see. Anything else cosmic? What else we got? Anything else you noticed in this chapter? I wish we had the UK bros in here. What about Bonnie Sabo's statement? I talked about that when I was reading. I think that's not. It must not be that urgent, or what she saw at least wasn't urgent. So it's obvious Sabo was the only one that saw what he saw. It may be Kuma, because he has a recording. Hey, there you go. There you go. What up, Kelvin? Speak of the devil. What you mean we mad early, bro? It's mad early? The chapter been out like an hour 30. You mad late. Nah, it's mad early where you are. I'm playing. It's mad early. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. Have you read the chapter yet, Kelvin? It's mad late where we're at. Alright, I'm not even going to say where we're at. I have no idea where Cosmic's at. Yeah, I figured it's 5 a.m. UK, bro. Dang, bro. Y'all UK bros be waking up at 5 a.m. to read the chapter, or y'all just stay up all night to read the chapter? Which one is it? Either way, sheesh. I'm glad TCB started releasing at 10 for the most part, because they used to release at like 2 a.m. That's before I started YouTube and stuff, so I'm kind of glad because staying up to 2 a.m. and then to read the chapter, don't even know if people awake, and then after that, you probably want to go straight into like chopping your video or to put it up either your live reaction or maybe start writing or recording your review. So sheesh. But yeah, big respect. Favorite part of the chapter, Kelvin. But yeah, I was talking about the Bonnie Sabo stuff, Cosmic. My bad. But yeah, Bonnie Sabo, I don't think she knows. She definitely doesn't know about the emu stuff. I think she just saw Sabo and probably him fighting the admirals and trying to rescue Kuma. But the way she said that is definitely suspicious that that's never going to come back up for a while. Not never going to come back up, but that's not going to come back up for a while. Let me find the exact panel. Just the way she said it. And I want her to reveal that her dad is Kuma. I'm glad that Oda revealed that that's her dad. That's a huge thing. That's her dad. Who's her mom? Hey, where is it? Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention that I ran into Sabo at Mirjois. Whatever, I can spill the beans later. When any time someone says in their head, "Oh, whatever, I'll just tell them later." "Oh, whatever, I'll spill the beans later." Or, "Oh, whatever, I'll always have time to do that with them later." That gives like death flags, but I don't think Bonnie's gonna die, so that's just giving me, yeah, for some reason that's not gonna come back up for a while. She's not gonna get to spill those beans for whatever reason, whether that be them getting separated or what, but she's not gonna get to spill those beans for a while. And rightfully so, because I think Oda's trying to backload the Sabo thing. He's trying to leave that in suspense again, leave us in suspense again with Sabo and his fate, whether he's dead or alive, which he's 100% alive. But yeah, so we'll get back to that way later. We're probably gonna go into the Kobe stuff, Elbath stuff before we get into the Sabo stuff. All right, let's see. Kelvin. Kuzan and Whole Cake Island makes this cover story more interesting. Kuzan and Whole Cake Island. Whoa! Is that what I missed? Yo! Hold up. Oh! Oh! Wait, is the don, the DON, is that the sound that he makes when he says Ice Age, or that the sound effect makes when he does the Ice Age? That's ice? When I first went over that, I was thinking more along the lines of it being like when Smiley was going off in Punk Hazard, the weapon or gas or whatever that Caesar unleashed to basically display to the brokers, which basically turned all of the marine men and everybody else, everything on the island, into those little stone weird guys things. That's what that looked like to me, and because Caesar was in the chapter, that's what I thought. But wow, I did not think Kuzan. So, does that mean this is also a part of what Blackbeard was talking about if they don't want it, he'll take it? Is this Blackbeard making his move? She didn't reveal it to Luffy though. They only know her dad got turned into a cyborg. Not that her dad is Kuma, but I don't know if that is going to be important anyway. Let's see. Yeah, he does need Big Mom's roadmap. Wonder why Cacao Island though. Yeah, there's nothing special there. Why would you show Cacao Island? And why did he freeze all of these look like innocent people? That's and because they're none of those are Big Mom pirates. Those are just people who live on the islands of Big Mom's territory. So why is he just attacking an island if he's not trying to escape, or if he's, what reason does he have to attack Cacao? I mean, unless he's just there with a bunch of other Blackbeard pirates. Huh. So is this? I'm gonna have to go back and look at those shoes that Oda was showing when he was kind of hinting at Luffy nearly going Gear 5 for food. Funny, I saw that. I was like, he's like Gear 5, Gear 4, like, yeah, that was hilarious. Um, But yeah, those shoes that they showed in the Germa cover on walking up to Whole Cake Island, if that has anything to do with that. I need to go back and find. You remember anybody remember what chapter that cover story was? Kelvin, I know you got the info. I know you got the facts, my guy. Let's see. Let me see if I can try to find it real quick. This Germa thing hasn't been going on too long. So it shouldn't be too far back. That's a lot to look for though. Anyway, I'll look for it later and talk about it later. But the fact that those shoes, do Aokiji wear? Does he wear shoes like that? I think he wears some like loafers or something like that. See, I knew it. You quick with it too. I was right. I clicked on 1044 too. Let's see. That's on Chocolate Town too. So these are whatever is going on here is what happened. So that's definitely ice and not. Aokiji is on Whole Cake Island. What? This is why I love doing. Oh my god, this is why I love doing my live reactions with y'all. Bro, these are things that I definitely would have missed that one. I definitely would have missed that one, 100%. Until I went on Twitter later and they're like, "Oh, Aokiji's on Whole Cake Island," and I would have been like, "Bro, where'd you see that in the chapter?" Oh my god. Cosmic, there's no way they took his devil fruit though. I don't think so. It's possible, but I don't think there's any way. No way Oda's gonna have them take his devil fruit like that. He's an admiral. No. Rob Lucci versus Robin. That's what I can't wait. Oof, you think that's coming? Interesting. Cosmic was just talking about Smoker versus Rob Lucci. Would you pay to watch that? And also, if you would pay to watch that, how much would you pay? And also, if you would pay to watch that, how much would you pay? And who do you think would win? No, Smoker. So, there you go. He would not pay money to see a Smoker versus Rob Gucci fight. No amount of money. And that tells you Smoker's taking the L. And Rob Lucci taking the dub. Cosmic, do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Would you pay money for a Smoker Lucci fight? Somebody had a poll up. Who was the poll? Oh, okay. That was a YouTube poll. I think it was Grand Line Review. Of who takes the most L's in One Piece, and Jack, Smoker, Ace. And here's one more person that was on there, but I don't remember who it was. I think I voted Smoker. Jack takes L's though. Dang, bro, y'all don't do Smoker like that though. I think Smoker gonna come back different. He gotta come back different. What y'all think about Luffy and Smoker teaming up to go rescue Kobe? Y'all think that's in the cards? Anything else I missed since I missed the Aokiji thing? Anything else y'all see? What's interesting is still no final villain yet. Only a Smoker's in Sword. I think Smoker's 100% either in Sword or has something to do with SSG now. Even though this chapter has convinced me that SSG is just solely Vegapunk and his brain and inventions. The group of six Vegapunks is SSG. They're the core of SSG, I'm convinced. Nah, Kobe is good. Huh. You think Kobe good? Kobe would look like he was getting beat up in Amazon Lily. That man was all bloody, battered, bruised. And you think he good? Interesting. But as far as final villain, it depends on what you mean by. You mean like fine? I'm guessing you mean like final fight villain though. If that's the case, then yeah, no real final fight villain setup yet. Are you talking about? Are you talking about in this chapter? Or are you talking about in the series? Because overall, there's no final fight villain in the series. Eam is definitely set up to be the final villain in the series. Blackbeard, I'm guessing, is the final fight villain. I don't really see Emu as a fighter. Me personally, I don't see Emu as a fighter. Just based off the silhouette. But yeah, this arc, I mean, I don't even know if we're gonna even have a final villain in this arc. I think this is gonna be a really quick arc. But I guess there has to be some friction. But I think the friction and the drama is gonna more come from the information we find out. And it seems like maybe Lucci and some of the CP0 agents are gonna come to the island, and maybe we kind of clash with them. But again, we have a Yonko crew, and I just don't feel like them bringing some CP agents, CP0 agents to the party is gonna really stop anything. Although, I mean, the CP agent or CP0 agent boss did interfere with Luffy and Kaido's fight. Kaido just literally wrecked him, one shot at him after. So there's no way they're matching up with Luffy. Rob Gucci, you had your chance. You couldn't put him down. It's over. Go fight some people like Smoker. Get you a rare dub. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a. I think it's gonna be an arc to where we don't really have a main villain unless it is the CP0 agents. Photogenic gloves will be relevant later. 100%. 100% they'll be. That's something that Oda likes to put in. And when I was rereading that too, I was like, he kind of slid that in real. Like, that did not need to be there at all. At all. Like, he slid that in there crazy. Like, I know he was technically trying to show that she was wrath and she was angry and punching one of the inventions because it wasn't really doing what it was supposed to. But the way he slid that panel in is just so Oda. So I'm gonna use that later type of Oda. Just I'm gonna bring this up now. This will be very handy for us later. But Kizaru getting low diff by Usopp? Maybe. Maybe. If Usopp can get to the level of his dad, then maybe. I mean, Ben Beckman had Kizaru shaking in his boots. Oh, Ben Beckman. Kizaru gonna be villain maybe. Admiral level fight here. Link between Kizaru, Vegapunk, and the axe wielding chick. That's a chick, bro. Chill out, Kelvin. Chill out. No, chill out. Sentamaru is not a chick, bro. No way. Am I wilding? Am I wilding? Am I not respecting Sentamaru's pronouns? Is that a she, her? Is there another word for she, her? Yeah, I think it's just she and her. Am I not respecting Kizaru's not Kizaru's Sentamaru's pronouns? Yeah, I need to get Kizaru and Sentamaru in this arc. Am I the one tripping, Kelvin, or are you you calling that man a chick? If I don't know way that big burly ass dude is a chick, bro. No way that big sumo. Nah, I'm not accepting that. Hey yo, Cosmic, chill, bro. Hey yo, hey yo. He cute. He cute as hell, bro. He cute as hell. Let me hold up. Let me pull that. Let me pull this guy up. Sentamaru. Hey, he cute. He low key is cute. Hey, my man, cute as hell. Let me close out of these things that will give me away. Okay, that should be fine. All right, can I share my screen? That's hilarious, bro. Y'all funny. Y'all real funny. I guess I can add it. I don't feel like doing it. Y'all know what Sentamaru look like. Ain't about to pull this big burly ass chick up, bro. Big burly ass, bro. Look at them legs. Built just like a One Piece character. Hey, Sentamaru is kind of cute right here. Hold up, let me share this. I gotta share this. We going to let's see, a window capture. Oh, one of them should already have a window capture. Let's see, yeah. Settings. All right, here we go. Hey, low key, Sentamaru over here, bro. Kind of cute. Kind of look at that little cut, bro. That little bob cut. He looking like Shocky. He looking like Shocky's sister, who eat a lot of cake. Let me see. Ooh, see, bro, y'all might be on to some. Bro, tell me this not a woman. Tell me this not a woman. Hey, yo, she kind of bad though. Hey, what them cheeks do? What them cheeks do, Cinti? Let me get off of this. Let me get off of this, bro. She got them little legs, so we know she ain't got no cheeks. She built bad. She built like a cow. If y'all didn't know, cows the most bad built things in the world. Cows are terrible built. They terribly built. Hey, shout out to the cows though. All right, let me get off of this. Hey, Sentamaru bad. Let me. Oh wait, before I get off of that, Sentamaru cheeks maybe. Oh, we got a little cheek right here, a little cheek. Booty cheeks. No, I ain't going booty cheeks. That might put me in an area of the internet I'm not trying to show on YouTube. All right, let me go back now. Hey, shout out. Exactly. I'm gonna get a strike. I'm definitely gonna get a strike. I almost put in booty cheeks. I'm just let me do a little private research on my own. I ain't gotta show shit. We ain't gotta show shit to y'all. Mm. 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 I'm not saying either way. Yes, no, maybe so. Maybe so. But Sentamaru might be caked up. Y'all gonna have to see for y'allself though. I ain't promoting that on my YouTube channel. I might link in the description, or I might link it in the description below. But all right, back to the chapter. All right, guys, back to the chapter. Enough about Sentomaru. It would make sense for Sentomaru to show up in this chapter. Not chapter, this arc though. Sentomaru, Kizaru, Smoker. Those are three characters I expect to show up somehow or another because I feel like they're connected to Vegapunk. What you think, Zoro? I forgot about that. That's something I had a question I had while I was reading too. Let me see exactly what he says around that. Because Zoro doesn't have many questions. Zoro's not a guy who thinks that much. He doesn't really care enough. Exactly. That's the question. That's a Zoro type of question. Got any booze? Got any like weights I can lift? Got any place I can sleep? Got any like daughters I can take to bed? Things like that. Um he doesn't ask like what's the origin of devil fruits? I mean, what else would he ask? I mean, Zoro doesn't think about scientific things. He doesn't care about robots and shit. So what can he ask? What was the Grim Reaper thing that attacked me in my sleep? Um, yeah, I have no idea. I'm trying to like really think of some serious things that he can ask. Got any games on your phone? One of them probably does have a sword skills. One of the Vegapunks. I'm really not, I hate that you bring that up because I'm really trying to think of what is Zoro's question. What could Zoro want to ask a genius? A man like Zoro who does not care about anything but sleeping, booze, weightlifting, and swords. I can't think of anything. Does Zoro know someone specifically that he really cares about that's linked to Vegapunk, maybe? What that mouth do? You gonna get me struck, bruh. I don't know. What do you think, Kelvin? What do you think Zoro asked? I can't think of anything. I really can't think of anything. There's something I want from you, so you'd better play nice. Got it? He okay, so he doesn't really say that he has a question for him per se, does he? I'm looking back. He just says there's something he wants from him. A sword. Hmm. I don't know. What could this man want from him? I'm gonna just leave that one in the air. I'll have to do some extra digging, see what other people think about that, because I can't think of anything. That doesn't. If that was like Sanji or somebody who stepped up and said that, that would kind of make more sense because he's connected to Judge and Science a little bit more. On Sanji's end, he would have more of a connection to Vegapunk than Zoro does. I see no connection between Vegapunk and Zoro. I, this one that really has me stumped for a loss. Viewers, help me out. Did you see the Sora theory? You talking about the one that Artur had with basically Vegapunk making the mechas or whatever. Basically, Sora was a Gundam. She was the Witch of Mercury, And yeah, that one. Okay. Lily. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Let's go see. Huh. She did kind of look like Reiju when I saw her. That's what that reminded me. With the first person I thought of when I saw her was Reiju. Um, huh. I like that. You think does that mean that Vegapunk had a thing for Sanji's mom? What if that's the case? Vegapunk had a thing for Sanji's mom, but Judge was the one who ended up winning her somehow or another. Whether by actually winning her over because he might have been different in his youth, or by winning in some other means. But that'd be very interesting. And she's kind of ended up with the wrong guy. She ended up with the asshole who turned their children, into heartless monsters by experimenting on them and basically ending up in her death. Need to run, brother. Work time. All right, later, Kelvin. Peace, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. Still waiting for the reveal that the main body is just evil Morty. Turns out he left his reality. I saw that. I saw a meme of that. It's gonna be like evil Morty or evil Rick or something like that. That's funny. I This is 100% gonna lead into what people are basically thinking of Vegapunk upgrading the Straw Hats. Because if the world government, the higher ups are turning on Vegapunk now, that's basically gonna mean that Vegapunk's gonna have either nowhere to go. So, as we've seen with Amazon Lily, if you're attached to an island, it makes it really hard when they decide to come for you. I mean, Vegapunk's not exactly attached to people or anything on this island, like Boa would be. So Boa can't really leave because would have to leave her people, her island, the city, everything behind. Um, but Vegapunk could leave this. This is just an island of his own inventions. But then you leave that in the hand of the government. But as we've seen in this chapter, that doesn't always mean that it's a bad thing per se that you leave it in the hands of the government, or that you leave it in the hands of the government because they don't have the people, the manpower, the resources to be able to do anything with Vegapunk's research, because Vegapunk's the only one who can do stuff with his research. Maybe Egghead is Luffy's turf by the end of this arc. That would make sense because Vegapunk's not gonna have anywhere. If Lucci actually makes it, even if Lucci doesn't make it to the island, I feel like that has to be a relevant point that you're basically saying, fuck our world's greatest mind. That's crazy. Vegapunk has to be on the edge of knowing things that he does not need to know. And I feel like he's known these things for a long time, but maybe he's getting out of control, and they're just going to deal with him. Mm-mm-mm. This chapter's loaded. I don't look forward to me doing this. I look forward to it, of course, but I don't look forward to me doing this review because there's going to be a lot to talk about. It's probably going to take a while to do. And it's probably going to be longer than I would like. I like the reviews to normally be concise. Now I try to keep them below like 12 minutes. Originally, they were like 25. This one's probably going to be closer to like 20 some. There's got to be a much bigger response. Wait, there's got to be a much bigger response once the word gets out that Ayonko and his whole crew are on the island. For real. They set out a whole big. This is basically like two Yonko meeting. Vegapunk, I feel like, is a Yonko in of himself. If you have that kind of knowledge and ability to invent, the Straw Hats have made contact. Cause they who are they tracking? They're always tracking the Yonko, and they were tracking Sabo and the Revolutionary Armies and their movements and stuff. Um, they gotta know they're there, or they're gonna know they're there pretty soon. So, I guess we're getting Marines on this island. I see, because I'm really thinking, and I was really thinking this arc was gonna be like maybe 30 at most. I'm still thinking at most 30, but in order to involve like Kizaru and Smoker and all these other Marines, now Lucci, Kaku, and Stussy, to involve all of them, it seems like it would have to be slightly longer, maybe like getting into that like actual Punk Hazard range, and maybe be like 40 something, 50 chapters long type of arc. Um, which would be cool and okay, but with Oda trying to wrap things up, it's just hard for me to see like an arc. I wouldn't say of this little importance, because this arc is very important. Vegapunk's hugely important, but in the grand scheme, which importance I mean, like as far as like fights and finding, getting closer to the One Piece, I feel like Oda would have to spend more time on an arc where he has to like actually have a big fight than something to where he can more info dump in. I think it will be pretty short arc, 20 chapters or less. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Those are my main thoughts, I guess, and original thoughts, but if we want to involve revealing SSG things, the Lucci, unless we leave, we do our thing here, and the Lucci Kaku, all of that thing will be actually when we leave the island for one reason or another, whether that's to go rescue Kobe, whether that's to go to the next island, which maybe is Elbaf. But unless Oda just holds off and kind of lets that hang, we leave the island, and then after that, Lucci and everybody shows up, and they kind of try to jump Vegapunk and get rid of Vegapunk, and maybe they succeed, because at that point, maybe Vegapunk doesn't really serve us any purpose in the story, because Oda was able to do his info dump and could reveal everything to us through Vegapunk, and Vegapunk serves his perfect purpose, and yeah, they deal with him. What are your predictions for next chapter? Is there a break this week? Shouldn't be, because normally I'll do predictions. Okay, no break. Okay, predictions then. I think we go back to where we left off with Luffy's group for sure. I think it'll be very much similar to the chapters we've been having the last few weeks. It'll be a split chapter between one group of the Straw Hats and another group of the Straw Hats, kind of split in half or third, similar to how this chapter's set up. I think we'll get a lot more focus on Luffy and Bonnie's group, and I think they'll explore the town more slightly, or explore the area more with this version of Dr. Vegapunk. I think we're gonna get the other Straw Hats on their way to Shaka, the logic version of Dr. Vegapunk. And I don't think we're gonna get, maybe at the end of the chapter we actually get the introduction into Shaka. We get to actually see Shaka, and it's revealed, like maybe they were saying, one of y'all were saying, I can't remember if it was you, Cosmic, or Kelvin, was saying that where was I? What did y'all say? Dang it, I lost my train of thought right there. Completely lost my train of thought. I completely lost my train of thought of what y'all said. Let me scroll up and see if I can find it. Nope, it's already gone. No, okay. Well, yeah. Um, we get all of them, or we get the last panel of the chapters revealing that Vegapunk, Shaka, and they revealed their connection to Kuma and Kuma guarding the ship over those years, or over the 2 year time skip. I think we see Smoker next chapter. See, I was thinking we saw Smoker this chapter. I was wrong though, obviously. So next chapter would be good too, but since we didn't see him this chapter, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's not as likely, but also it's probably still very likely. But Smoker's coming, so if this is gonna be a short arc, then we have to see him pretty soon. Yeah, he's that. I agree with that. I was very suspicious last week when he didn't show up when Tashigi showed up, because every time Tashigi shows up, Smoker's there, of course, because they're like a pair. So he's definitely hiding him, and there's a reasoning for that. And I think Smoker still has a lot to do in the story. I think Oda really likes Smoker as a character. He introduced Smoker a long time ago, and he's come back to Smoker time and time again. So I think he has to upgrade him, make him a little bit more relevant in the world that we have now, with Luffy being as strong as he is, with the Straw Hats being as strong as they are, and their positioning in the world. Any other predictions? I think we do something off the wall next chapter, whether that's the Smoker SSG or like altered Smoker mode or whatever. I do think we do something unexpected next chapter that's not to do with what we've been doing the last couple chapters of focusing on the wackiness of what's going on Egghead. Maybe some more sword stuff. Aokiji being on Whole Cake Island blows my mind still though. That's crazy stuff. Any other predictions? We definitely see 1 to 2 more of the punks. One of the Vegapunk Stellas. My guess would be Desire. The main group of the crew is gonna meet Desire when they are going to meet what is it, Logic Shaka. Sanji's gonna see her, and she's gonna seduce Sanji, and we're gonna have like funny moments with that. And the other one I would say is Pythagoras. But I think that's all my predictions. I want more Bonnie. That's something I really. That's not even a prediction. That's a demand. Sorry, I'm ungrateful. That's a demand though. I need more Bonnie. Her diving. That might be a part of my thumbnail. Chopper, her, Luffy diving on the little ice cream. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. There's another panel of Bonnie that's super cute. But yeah, her getting like an extended period with the crew, because I don't think we're getting her joining the crew. Like I was saying earlier, though, like down to Bonnie's crew. Go retire, go to home to your wives and your children, or be dead, whichever one y'all prefer. Whichever one. Either way, get Bonnie on the crew, or get us with an extended version or extended trip like Law had. Let's see. She fits in perfect. Yes, it's perfect. Like it's seamless. She instantly fit in. She gets never met these people before, and instantly she's fitting in with Chopper, making the same facial expressions with Luffy and Chopper, getting freaked out. It's just perfect, bro. It's just perfect. So like I said, I wasn't hugely on the Yamato for Straw Hat. I think it would have been cool. It would have made some sense, but I wasn't a huge proponent of that. But I am heavily getting on this, not Yamato, Bonnie for Straw Hat. Let's see. A gentle fishman. Gentle fish. Oh, he is helping her. Aw, what the heck? He is helping her up the ladder. Is that what's going on? Wow. Her cute panels after that too. Yeah, nah, Bonnie, perfect. So perfect. Need her in the crew. Still need to add that Bonnie panel back there. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours now. It's always. I think I forgot to actually upload the full, but it was you could see it on my channel. But I'm gonna actually upload the VOD to my Sherlok Streams channel. Go follow it over there if you want to be able to see the whole VOD once we're done. But I'll probably go into, even though what is it 12:30, I'll probably go into trying to rewatch this and clipping it, so I can get the highlights out for tomorrow morning or tomorrow at noonish time. Not too late. I'll at least clip like maybe half of it before I go to sleep. But I'm night shift anyway, so I'm used to staying up late. Pretty fun chapter. Nice to finally be getting Vegapunk in the story. Yep, pretty fun chapter. I'd rate this chapter. Has its highs. Nothing like earth shattering. 8. 8 to 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good chapter. There's a lot of fun things happening in it. A lot of funny parts. I'll give it an 8. The ending was really hyped. Finding out that Vegapunk split up and you drew Lilith on Twitter? What's your Twitter, bro? I don't think we follow each other on Twitter. I think I follow what's his Campion. And I think he's the only one that's really kind of followed me on Twitter, unless other people have, and I just don't know who you are on Twitter. Oh, you're Campion. There you go. Where is it at, bro? Cosmic and Campion. I got to get those together. 2 names. It's the C and the C. Okay. Cosmic is Campion. Oh. Looking for it. I could just look you up, I guess. Oh, you like? I just read your description on your thing. You like House of Dragons? Nice. Me and my wife been watching House of Dragons. Let's see, coloring, media tab. Okay. Oh, nice. I didn't see this. That looks good. Was this like I don't even know what to call it, a computer drawing? Like you do it on like the little tablet and it draws it. What do you even call it? I mean, it's still drawing. It's just computer sketching. Electronic drawing. I don't know. It looks very good for anybody. Can't. It's hard to see. Follow my guy Campion on Twitter. He's always active. Pretty sure guy. Cosmic, you're a guy, right? Or am I tripping? I've been calling you dude, bro. I'm gonna draw more One Piece stuff. And yes, there we go. Digital art. Why is that guy? That got blurry as hell. There we go. God dang, they got blurry as hell. Yeah, you're a guy. Okay. I want to make sure. Yeah, definitely do some more One Piece stuff. Oh, that's really good though. You like the blue hair on Vegapunk? Not as cute as Sentomaru. hey, hey, Twitter's we can't do this on YouTube, but Twitter's all fair game. Sentomaru can have some cake on Twitter. We can get Sentomaru with cake on Twitter. Let me find it. Let me find it. It's gonna be on there. If I could draw, it would be well, I can draw, but not like that, I guess. Definitely not like a talent. But yeah. I think we went over it all. I think I went over it all. Um I'll probably be seeing you on Twitter, Cosmic, talking about the chapter. I'm probably about to go on there and talk about it a little bit on there after I get off of here while I clip. But solid chapter. Anything? Anybody got anything before we go? 2 hours is pretty good. Appreciate you. Really appreciate you. You came and stayed for a while, so I appreciate you really supporting the channel, supporting me, bro. Means a lot. Really means a lot. These are why I love doing live streams. Live streams are my favorite part of YouTube so far, just because it's really what I wanted to do with YouTube. Is just get the community, get me my like own community together, people that I could talk to every week about the chapter in real time, and just discuss just like we do. Just read the chapter and discuss all the things. You love to see it. Exactly, you love to see it. Um, really enjoy it, man. Still, we grinding. We're gonna get up there. We're grinding. Um, just I'll keep it up, keep grinding, and we're gonna add more people to our family. So spread the love, spread the peace, spread the joy out there, everybody. I'm gonna end it right here. Hope y'all are having a beautiful day or night wherever y'all are in the world. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Sherlock's streams for the full upload of the stream. I will chop it up and put the highlights on this channel, so follow. I'll post other One Piece content. I'm going to start live reacting to other content. If you're interested in Blue Lock, I love Blue Lock. It's a soccer manga story that's going to get an anime. Starts tomorrow, so I will be doing a live reaction to the Blue Lock first episode and maybe the whole series. So I also do Eden Zero, which is a series I love. I'm willing to start other things, live reacting to other anime or other series. Just let me know. If there's anything that y'all really like, anything y'all really want to see me do, I'm definitely interested in picking up something else. So yeah, just let me know, guys. Besides that, follow me on Twitter, Sherlok D Homeboy. Follow me on. I saw something about gas. Oh, bro. Oh, you a Blue Lock fan? Cosmic, bro. You my guy. You my guy. You know. Blue Lock is hella gas. Hella gas. If you haven't read Blue Lock and you see this, please read Blue Lock. I just know this anime about to go dummy. I've been waiting for this anime for so long. I was so happy when they finally released the Blue Lock English volume over here. I was so happy. Just came out this summer. Finally. I love this series. Cannot wait for tomorrow. I'm super excited to add live reacting to that to the channel. It should be fun. I hope they don't butcher the season. It should be good. Like people have been saying for a while, it should be the next Haikyuu. It should be the next big sports anime if they do it right. But yeah. And they timed it perfectly during the World Cup season. Exactly. Exactly. I can't wait for the World Cup. Can't wait for the World Cup. Got my soccer kit on. But yeah. Like I was saying, guys, I already did the follows and everything. Sub to the channel. Check out the Blue Lock live reaction tomorrow. Watch out for the One Piece highlights. Watch out for the One Piece review. Might do something else this weekend. But like I said, if there's other things that y'all want to see me do, anything you want me to pick up too, Cosmic, let me know on Twitter. If you ever want to hop on stream, like on Discord or something like that, and just talk about the chapter, let me know. But with that being said, peace out, guys. I'll catch y'all on the flip.